Hello, Twin Flames, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Chirishri, and this will be an energy check in for Twin Flames for the month of December. So, let's find out how does the month of December look like for Twin Flames. So, what would be the overall theme of the month? Intimacy. So, intimacy issues. Whatever intimacy issues were there between twin flames around 23rd of November, that had been worked on already, and throughout the month of December, intimacy issue would be something that divine feminine and divine masculine will be integrating furthermore. So around 5th of December, get ready for something really intimidating, really hot, really inspiring, and really fascinating with your divine masculine, and really glorifying essence of intimacy with sexuality will be integrated for both of you. Gratitude. So gratitude is going to play a very, very, very important role for the entire month of December of 2020. The year shall be ending with a lot of gratitude, and the energy I'm sensing is more of 28th of December and 21st of December-ish, and that energy is coming where the collective has profound gratitude and deep-seated understanding and deep-seated love for one another and respect for one another, with extensive love and unity and oneness profusing out of the collective after well-rounded integration of things like there's enough for everybody. So that is one of the constraints that is holding back the collective to come into unity as a whole, and there's enough for everyone, and that is something that is going to be integrated along with what's yours cannot be taken, with of course life purpose revelation happening, a lot of clarity coming in about the journey of twin flames. The essence of union is liberating the very presence of the supreme soul essence of God within you. And wherever there is lack of gratitude, there is anger, there's remaining purging, there's a lot of rage, or places where you really cannot attune to the ways of the divine, all those places where still you are fighting to integrate back to oneness by 28th of December, with immense gratitude, love, and understanding that everything is happening perfectly. You'll have attuned in those places with enormous gratitude. So that's something I see coming for sure. So let's see what all else is coming. Moving forward, so for all of you who were held back by the past, this energy, I'm getting a very Lakshmi vibe as well. So if you were stuck for a long time, if you were really in a state where nothing is moving, nothing is making sense, as well as gives me a very Vishnu and Lakshmi vibe. Now, Vishnu and Lakshmi are couples, cosmic couples. So yeah, definitely moving forward after a period of being stuck, and with 3-8 ascended masters intervening in the path of abundance, with 8 heading towards infinity. So anywhere you were held back into the old ways of the karmic cycle of the society, all the patterns of the society, wherever those held you back, it's time to really propel forward and move beyond all the constraints. And that's something what the month of December is calling in for you, and that's prevalent in this very month. So let's see, message from God. Ascension. So ascension energy would be heightening to a different level on 5th of December. 5th of December is going to play a very important role. I'm like really getting the number 5th of December, 5th of December. So the ascension process is going to take another level altogether on 5th of December. And the new level of oneness that the ascension journey will be attuning to on the 5th of December, this energy will be really strong till 11th, 12th. I really see that 11th and 12th has a very beautiful energy of love and energy of that oneness, energy of contemplation, energy of really coming back home, energy of no judgment. I really see that. And post that, 12th to say 15th, rather 12th to 14th, it would be like literally a honeymoon phase energy for the collective, for the twin flames, like, and 15th to 17th onwards, there will be some more integration and purging that might be coming up for some in the collective where areas have not been worked upon. 15 to 17, those purging I'm saying is coming in for the ascension journey. And again, the energy for 17th to 19th is dense to low. Like 17th would be like very dense, and 19th December I'm sensing a very low, in the sense like lighter vibrational energy. Not like low vibration that way, but then dense congestion to a sense of lightheartedness is attuning on 19th December. But that being said, 21st December, the global awakening, the great shift, beyond the purging of unity and attunement of the global collective is inevitable. And that's something that is strongly, strongly coming through right now. And that's quite exciting to even read. So December looks like the month of twin flames. So empowerment. So empowerment would be like the theme of the month, but quite tampered in negligence for some, because the card came in reverse. So some of you who are still procrastinating about your career, like, I don't know what to do in my career, I don't know what should I be doing, I don't know what will happen, I don't know what should I do. That lamentation period is going to be there for some in the month of December, but then that is going to go through a massive shifting after 21st of December. So till 21st of December, maybe you might be having that confusion about your career, about what's going on, and after 21st of December, there will be a massive acceleration, and that I'm seeing is towards 3rd of January. So after 21st of December towards 3rd of January, the massive acceleration that I'm seeing, that acceleration will propel you forward towards your life purpose journey, finally making you take the decision to take that action towards your dreams, towards living your dreams, towards fulfilling your desires and dreams. Finally taking that action and coming to that momentum and just pushing through the barriers and just finally taking that action. And that's what I'm seeing is strongly shuffling in for the collective. So with that being said, let's see what's coming up with the divine masculines, because divine feminines, maybe we can check after checking the cards for divine masculines, because the divine feminine, the number of cards we got is like literally we have a deck to read divine feminines. So like plethora of messages coming for you divine feminines, so definitely stay tuned. Let's see divine masculines. Divine masculines are absolutely in love with your divine feminine, and divine masculine can see through your true beauty, true essence. And this is the month of November, and completely you are reconnected to your true essence and innocence. And having to see that the divine masculine is taken aback and completely in love with you, and divine masculine actually sees you for who you are. The divine masculine knows who you truly are deep inside, And having to know that your divine masculine is like more than glorified by the very essence of your being and is mesmerized by your entrancing beauty. And he is absolutely attuned in his Merkaba and Merkaba integration, and he's completely balanced off as a divine masculine. And this is the same card that came up some days ago when I was doing the twin flame reading. This had come up that divine masculine is completely radiant, balanced right now, and it's you who has to just get ready and the journey moves forward, because divine masculine is absolutely ready and in absolute harmony and in complete integration, and that has already shuffled in by the month of September. The foundation has already been built. Like September anyway was the month of building foundation, so the foundation has already been built of a love in the month of September, and that furthermore impacted the whole month of October and November energy. And with that, readying the divine feminine in her true feminine essence, the divine masculine and feminine are completely in a state of balance. And that is why in reality are in union. So parts of divine masculine, where divine masculine had to walk through his ego self, he's doing that at this point of time. So divine feminine, wherever she is working through her ego self, similarly somewhere the divine masculine is also working on his ego self, his societal norms, the societal roles, and having to integrate your societal role with your spiritual role and integrating them and having a balance between your internal and external reality. It's a phase, it's a process of integration, it's a process of understanding and assimilation, and it also comes from past experiences, which also starts to impact. So with everything coming literally in a tray for them to integrate, they're just doing that and taking the time to do that. So moreover, the energy is a little here, there, everywhere, and there's grounding happening. And or you can say that it's for your ascension, divine feminine. The divine masculine is holding the space by having the energy to just sway here, there, and everywhere. Because when the energy is swayed here, there, and everywhere rather than constricted, there's more space for the ascension energy to shuffle in and for the divine feminine essence to rise beyond and to call in the soul's essence in the human vessel, to energy to rise beyond and to have that expansive energy to integrate through. The divine masculine has to hold the space of the here, there, everywhere, of the different realms and possibilities, opening the gateways of all the realms, so that the higher dimensional chakras can also assimilate and align in the process. And that's what is taking place at this point of time, whereas divine feminines are operating from the soul start chakra at this point of time. So divine feminine, wherever you have given power away to someone else, the divine masculine right now is being a mirror to you, for you to realize that and really take your power back, realizing you're good enough and you're amazing. Wherever you've given your power away, or wherever you've had the energy of this person is better, or I am not that good enough, or that person is not that good, I'm so much better, and or if all the jealousy issues or anything that has come up for you, divine feminines and masculines, any jealousy issues for the past or any jealousy issues in context to your twin flames journey, or in general, like maybe has nothing to do with your twin flames journey or has to do with something from your past altogether. and maybe some pattern of the past is coming back to trigger you. The divine masculine is holding the space to love you and just love you enough to show you your true essence of being. And with the love that you are receiving or are ready to receive from the divine masculine, with that aspect of you which is receiving, the result will be determined, because how much you can receive, how much you are ready to see through, that is the amount of revelation, that is the rate of revelation that can happen in the reality. So the divine masculine is holding the space for you to really see through the patterns of where you have given your power away to someone else, and which are the aspects which you were so scared of to integrate. Just allow yourself to integrate them and love yourself through them. And as you continue to love yourself through them, unexpectedly, you would experience a massive shift that is evidentially going to take place in your life, because the divine masculine loves you, and the divine masculine is just waiting for you to realize your true worth. Wherever you've given away the power to someone else, the divine masculine is constantly doing everything to impart back the belief in you, so that you gather your strength back and really realize how amazing you are, divine feminines. Divine masculine is also opening up in their raw, authentic state. So a lot of times what happens is that we often say that, oh my god, this guy has some sexual block. Why is this person being so open to me? Why is this person being so sexual to me? A lot of times divine feminines have this thought process. But the point is that sexuality is divine. The essence of sexuality, the essence of intimacy, the essence of rawness, the essence of wilderness is beautiful. But if you see the beauty of it, it's beautiful. But it's all about your perspective, belief, and imaginations, right? So wherever the perspective is constricted to the restraints of societal order, where you have a blurry vision towards what sexual intimacy is, or wherever you've had experiences in the past where some partner of yours really made you feel like you're not good enough, or it was sexual abuse. So all those protocols where you hold fear, divine feminines, those are being mirrored by your divine masculine at this point of time. At the same time, any partner who your divine masculine had in the past, which merely was just for money or sex, and it wasn't really a relationship where emotional needs were met, all those things are also coming into play at this point of time. At the same time, a divine masculine really wants to explore the sense of sensuality with you, with the card intimacy being the theme of the very reading. The whole month, your divine masculine would want to explore your wildness, your wild sensual intimacy with you. But for you to come out of that shell, for you to really open up out of that shell where you might be feeling like, oh no, he's going to judge me, he's going to do this. Trust me, he's not going to judge you at all. He's you. He knows you in and out. So the true essence of your sexuality that is there, the true way how you can beautify the very essence of intimacy, the true way you truly beautify the sacred essence of sensuality, that is something that is going to be coming out the whole month of December, and that is something the divine masculine is going to really provoke you to nurture all the more. And the more you nurture, the more your divine masculine provokes you with that essence of nurturance. You and your divine masculine will be transparent and wide and just visible to each other in your naked true essence of being, raging in your strength and in your mysticism, just rising beyond all the fear. So that's really coming up for the month of December, as well as this card also indicates that, coming up, breaking the fetter of constraints, breaking the chain of constraints of the societal thought process, and just breaking through to start living your dream, to call in an abundant reality based on transparency and rawness of being who you truly are here to be. So this is coming up with Divine Masculine. Okay, so this has come in reverse. So Divine Masculines by 1st of December has perfectly integrated their ego self. So anything with the ego self coming even to the surface by the end of the month of November, that has also left the process, and with that leaving, the Divine Masculine will no longer hold back to any societal ways or any societal thought process or any limited conditioning that was holding the masculine back. So anywhere there was test going on between the masculine and feminine, anywhere the Divine Masculine was operating from ego, that completely comes to an end on 1st of December through some shift and change that will be shuffling in this very month of November, which I'm strongly getting would be happening on the last day of this month. With that being said, okay, so this has again come in reverse. So Divine Feminines, wherever there was this energy of juggling, whatever you were trying to juggle, that juggling is coming to an end by 2nd of December. And with that juggling coming to an end, there will be naturally an energy of peace coming in by 3rd to 5th again of December. Like 5th of December, I'm already excited. Like, what is even coming on 5th of December? Like, oh my god, like I can't even wait for 5th of December right now. So 3rd to 5th of December, that peace energy has shuffled it for Divine Feminines, and that juggling energy has really left. And with that leaving, there will be a pause, rest, a phase of love making coming in for Divine Feminine and Masculine both. The Divine Masculine is holding space for you to rise in your true essence and integrate your essence of self and integrate your physical and spiritual understanding together, integrate your various mood patterns, and your Divine Masculine is taken aback by your breathtaking aura, by your mesmerizing beauty, and your Divine Masculine is literally gaping at you and is literally looking at you, and your Divine Masculine cannot take their eyes off you, and your Divine Masculine just knows you're so beautiful, you're so amazing. And this is like around 4th of December. So maybe you are integrating and purging some kind of energy, and as you're purging and your Divine Masculine is holding the energy in that essence of purging, suddenly there will be a shift and integration happen around 11:32 p.m. Indian Standard Time on 4th of December, which is going to be shifting the energy and bringing in a massive shift on 5th of December. And so 5th of December around 2 a.m., 3-4 a.m. IST time again, the shift has already started to shuffle in. The love energy has started to shuffle in. A sense of freedom has started to shuffle in. With that being said, the grand rising, the divine rising, the massive shift for the Christ consciousness attunement, the divine intervention. What has been but written is intervening itself on 7th of December. And this really makes me highly inquisitive. And 7th of December would be a day when finally the divine intervention, the much awaited divine intervention is occurring. So divine masculine is completely rising in his Christ self. Anything that is stopping the divine masculine to integrate back or integrate and accept to embody his Christ self completely, all those constraints are going to be leaving the situation altogether. And 7th of December, mark my words, 7th of December, divine masculine is completely attuning to his Christ self. So 7th to 9th of December, I do see this Christ self attunement in divine masculine happening, and then the energy going a bit dense, a bit in congestion, and that congestion will completely release itself completely by 19th. So the energy densing is happening at one vortex, and the dense energy is moving to another vortex where other dense energies are cultivating there. And after the cultivation of the energy, that energy is going to profuse out, and having to profuse out on 19th, with furthermore assimilation and integration, there will be a much more sense of complete release and relaxation of that energy compound. And that energy compound having to have that relaxation and release will lead to the energy to be held by 28th of December for the massive global union to happen, because 21st energy, I'm just saying that completely the veil has thinned. So you can see that this is the veil thinning energy and the congestion of the complex matter of the dense energy that is there, that's releasing itself and getting lighter and lighter. And completely it shall get completely lighter on 21st of December 2020. And with that, the other side of the veil shall be seen, the curtain shall be raised. So like something unexpectedly beautiful is coming up, that's for sure. So this came in reversed. So this is still a day of 4th. As I said, like everything is really falling in place already itself in the reading. So as I said, on 4th, to divine feminine is purging and integrating something, and this has come in reverse. So divine feminine is still integrating to see the kind of power she entails within, and as their integration is continuing on 4th with this card in reverse, yet the whole day of 4th, the divine feminine is going to be in a very Martian energy, a very root chakra energy, with a lot of survival fear. A lot of survival fear in some divine feminine is going to be still there on 4th, and that may lead to certain amount of purging, and that very purging will cause the massive great shift of 5th of December, which I could not wait more for. Like, oh my god, I'm so excited already. Like, what's going up on 5th of December? Oh my god, like, I was about to say what's coming up on 5th of... I just said what's coming up on 5th of December, and ta-da! So all the reptilian energies, all those people you've given your power away to, all those people who have really thought that the journey was about being clever, the journey was all about whatever the journey was all about, the journey was all about God. The ascension journey has been all about God all along, and the realization that the power was all along within you, and what you saw in others, the potential you saw in others, the love that you saw in others, the power that you gave away to others, by seeing the potential in them, was actually because an excuse, divine feminine, you were making to not take the responsibility somewhere, and because you were really not seeing your worth. So you were like blindfolded to your own worth. You were like blindfolded to really see your truth, because there was this part of you which really felt like, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough. Naturally, there is a part of divine masculine too, where divine masculine was wearing a mask which was rather false in nature, and deep beneath the mask was a part of a divine masculine, where the divine masculine did not really see how great and how amazing and how powerful the divine masculine was. So there were parts of the divine masculine where the divine masculine had given their power away to someone else. So it may be just to look good in front of the society. The divine masculine was, like blocking some of their boundaries and principles and values, and really not integrating them, really not being sure about them, really not assimilating them, really not respecting them, just to put up with the society, because there was like a lot of societal fear, peer pressure, image, like being very conscious about image conscious. So these were there in the divine masculine too. And oh my god, what will people say? Like, okay, let's just do this too, so that you can be like, you can just fit in. So wherever there was just fitting in energy in the divine masculine with a lot of fear inside, for which they were choosing to be blindfolded, and wherever they were focusing on the fancy shimmering delight of the physical reality rather than really focusing on what is within, the substance within and the substance without. That is something divine masculines had been shallow to intercept, and that shallowness that divine masculine had emphasized upon, given energy to, given light to, with the energy of all that glitters and gold. So wherever divine masculine would be all about everything glittery, everything shimmering, everything just that is good to look at on the surface. So wherever divine masculine gave energy to that, every time divine masculine gave that energy, divine feminine felt a sense of powerlessness. And that has been a constant process, a constant battle for a long time, for many years. And that is also because, yes, divine feminine wasn't thinking we are good enough, and divine masculine was thinking that, oh, that person is better, that person is better. And this energetic movement of trying to seek on the outside, trying to really focus on what looks good on the outside, there was a huge gulf between the feminine and masculine energy, and the gulf has caused a lot of pain, and that pain that the gulf has caused. So with this energy being a very heart warrior energy, heart warrior card energy, so we can say that the heart warrior energy is something that is going to be rising, and divine feminine is going to take a stand for her boundaries. And as divine feminine takes a stand for her boundaries, the divine feminine, you can say, on 4th is completely like, this is my twin flame, this is my journey, I claim my man, I claim my union, I claim this, I claim my permanent harmonious union, I claim this. This energy I do see in divine feminines. And obviously when you are claiming, your divine masculine is also claiming, because you guys are always making the same choice at the same time, because they are literally, you guys share the same consciousness. So with the one consciousness energy, when you're like literally claiming the energy, with that claiming essence of energy, no longer divine feminine is going to wear the mask, no longer divine feminine is going to be blindfolded to see her true worth. So wherever there has been masks, and masks that are pretending to be you, trust me, truth always comes out, divine feminine. Don't worry, like the truth is something that nobody can hide. So it's like rising in your true essence and really going beyond and rising in the true essence of your light and being and ascending beyond. And that's again the energy of 9th of December. So the divine masculine and the feminine are going to rise beyond, and divine feminine by 9th of December is ready to see who she truly is. And 9th of December, divine feminine knows who she truly is. So 9th of December, you already know who you are. So you must be wondering, like, who am I? What am I here to do? Who am I truly? I cannot sense that sense of belief in me. I cannot really feel that belief in me. So wherever you can't, 9th of December, you've already experienced that massive shift. And with that being said, we just talked about divine intervention happening on 7th, and this is the card of 8th. So divine intervention is taking place definitely on 7th. A lot of shadow integration energy I see is coming in from 8th. If you would like to do shadow integration with me, by the way, you can contact me on the number in the description box below, or you can mail me, because I'm literally an expert of shadow integration, and I do not really refrain to say that, because I am. Like, that's a modality of coaching I work with for twin flames, and I personally have integrated most of my journey using shadow work. And shadow work, personally, I would say, accelerated my journey, and I have my own unique modality for shadow work, which is called quantum integration. So that's like bit of shadow work, bit of other modalities coupled together. So Sedona method, shadow work, and a lot of modalities coupled together would be quantum integration. It's like a very unique tool altogether. There are some of my videos on quantum integration. In the playlist section, you would be finding Twin Flames Real Talk, and there are like plethora of videos both in Hindi and English on quantum integration, on the inner work that I do. So I do have 2 batches. One batch is in Hindi and one is in English. In the description box below, you will be finding all the details. And that's for twin flames. That's for inner work. So if you are interested to do the inner work, if you are really interested to be a part of closed community and have a supportive community, so definitely contact me, or you can just contact me through for coaching as well as reading or Reiki. Though I do a different form of Reiki, and it's like quantum healing Reiki and light work and a lot of light, sound wave resonance integration energy to accelerate up the process, all coupled together. I do a unique modality of healing, distant healing. So in the description box below, you get like all the details of the work I do. So 7th, the divine intervention has happened. So with that happening, 8th, a lot of fear energy might be coming up, a lot of reptilian energy, a lot of triggersome energy will be coming in. And so this is for the collective energy, where there might be parts of you really triggered, and where you're like assuring and reassuring yourself that you're safe enough, it's all protected, it's all happening in divine timing, you're completely protected, you're completely safe to go about it. So that energy is being reassured in your system. So rebirth energy is also what I see on 8th of December with this card in reversed. So yeah, the energy of complete integration and harmony and standing up for who you are, divine feminine, that will completely shuffle in by 19th, as I said. So the phase until then would be a phase of integrating the shadows, a phase of integrating the energy, and phase of integrating the whole process to bring in the light into the whole situation and to make the amazing movement to occur towards a new beginning. So huge integration of the shadow to bring the light energy out is what is going to be prevalent in the month of December. With that being said, final card for Divine Masculines. The Divine Masculine, by the second week of December, completely will attune his Divine Feminine side as well. So if you are complaining that the Divine Masculine is not really opening up, is not being emotional, is not sharing their emotional side with you, that is also directly proportional to divine feminine, your abundance. So by 9th of December, approximately to say 12th of December, not even 13th, 12th of December, I do see a complete integration happening with your abundance part. And with your abundance part, as the integration happens, as within so without, energy will be completely attuning in you, divine feminines. With that energy attunement happening in you in divine feminines, that is naturally going to be shifting the energy altogether for your twin flame collective union energy, and bringing your divine masculine to a state where he's expressing his emotions to you, and you guys are all intimate and romantic and sweet and cuddly and cute with each other, because you would be ready to receive that, because the anxiousness coming from abundance would be gone. So that's what is coming in. With that being said, let's see what's coming in for you, divine feminines. That's like a lot of cards for you, divine feminines. So first energy that's coming in. Anywhere you've given your power away to anybody in the month of May, and you're crying since the month of May by giving your power away, and you have given your power away, and since then you've just been feeling helpless. On 5th of December, it's time to claim your power back and get it back altogether. And this month is about rising in your true essence and integrating every shade of yours and integrating all parts of you and literally coming into a state of wholeness with truly who you are. Tuning and aligning your divine masculine energy. Wherever you are not integrating your divine masculine energy, wherever you are sabotaging to integrate your divine masculine energy, where you are not integrating your masculine side, on 7th to 9th of December, you're going to be integrating that. So a balance is required, right, for your yin and yang energy inside your body as well, divine feminines. That's also something that's going to be integrating for you. So wherever you are, even putting your masculine up on the pedestal, that's also somewhere you need to equalize the energy. So equalization of the energy is going to be prevalent. Coming out of that chained energy and breaking through all the societal constraints is clearly happening on 3rd of December, divine feminines. All that you've been praying for, all that you've been wishing for, all the magic that you've been praying for, the prayers of yours will be answered to you on 5th of December, divine feminines. All the studies, all the research, all the understandings that you've had all this while, you are not really giving it the importance, you're not really seeing the worth of it, you're not really giving yourself that key. Even though you have the key with you, you're still not giving yourself the key, and that has been a prominent pattern of impacting your deserving issues and stuff. So this prominent pattern, wherever you've given your power away and everything that has been there, that energy is completely coming to an end on 3rd of December. And with that happening, 3rd to 9th will be a phase, or say 3rd to 13th, 14th will be a phase where completely you're going to integrate your abandoned side. So wherever your prosperity consciousness is not activated well enough, that attunement is going to be heightened during that phase, and you'll still be integrating the consciousness of prosperity during that phase, and the consciousness of prosperity still attuning itself during that phase. You are being ready to really crown yourself with a crown that is but your birthright to crown yourself with. And with that being said, you are well of integrating your masculine side, and by 9th, you and your divine masculine are going to come into a state of equanimity. So a state of equanimity is being activated by 9th between you and your divine masculine, with a lot of exploration, with a deep seated understanding and time to really dive deep, to go beyond the realms, to come together, to contribute in the essence of togetherness for your life purpose. And that's something I do see on 9th of December for divine feminines and masculines. Okay, and 10th leading to finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And wherever you were really blind to your light and too focused on your shadows, but not really seeing the essence of your light. Of course, beneath all the deepest of layers of shadow is light. Without the shadows, you cannot surely expose the light that you are. So that light, that essence is going to be rising on 10th for you divine feminines and masculines. So wherever you're masculine, you might be feeling like, at this point of time, you might be feeling like there's something wrong with your divine masculine's aura. There's something wrong with your divine masculine energy. You might be feeling that there's an energy drainage that you sense in your divine masculine. There's like sort of there's some kind of energy or some kind of veil layer that you might be experiencing around your masculine at this present moment. And that is something that is going to be completely going away on by 10th of December. Not even like before that, like 10th of December, way before that, it's going to go away. Exactly on 10th of December, there is going to be a massive divine intervention energy happening for them. And with the Sagittarius energy impacting the molecular positioning at this point in divine masculine, the target the divine masculine had, that will be met. So whatever target the divine masculine has in life at this point of time, with that target being met, the divine masculine is rising in their true essence to see who they truly are on 10th of December. So 9th of December, divine feminines are having this activation. 10th of December, divine masculines are having this activation. With this card reversed, divine feminine, again, first week of December, you would be in a position where you would question your worth. You would be really exploring and diving deep into the journey. But at the same time, there would be parts of you which would still be in a state of which would go away on 9th of December though. But the first week, even after 5th, I do see 5th to 9th, that phase, there will be like a little bit of here, there, and it is going to still be there. That energy's assimilation and integration is completely shuffling in during that period. Divine masculine is also having that same shift during that period, and with that shift happening, your divine masculine is going to choose to be the light of his own world as well. When he's at the same time, he shall be the light of the world, but at the same time, he shall be the light of your world as well. And that is something that is heightenedly needed to be worked upon. Past issues, past energies, and people you've given power away to, and energy of other people who are present in your energy, and friends in disguise. I mean, friends who are not really friends, but then enemies in disguise of friends. All these kind of energies will be more coming to a state of revelation. So naturally, on 9th of December is a phase when Paul's Messiah, true Messiah, that energy is also going to be coming into a true state of revelation. As I said, truth always comes out. There's nothing that can hide the truth. The truth does not go. The truth does not need to go around telling that, hey, I'm the truth, I'm the truth, I'm the truth. Everything in the universe conspires for the truth to be revealed. And the truth itself is so powerful because it is the truth. The truth, when knows, is the truth. There's no truth bigger than that for the truth to be revealed. And that is clearly happening in the second week of December. First week of December, you would say, is a preparation. Second week of December towards the third week of December is the time when the truth is being revealed. So definitely this is the energy of 21st of December when the veil thins. So the veil thinning energy is really heightened at this point of time. And after that, completely the energy of the collective is moving towards abundance, to a new earth energy. And the time to really have divine support, the time to really feel like the princess, the queen that you are, Divine Feminine. It's time to really feel like the queen that you are. It's time to really claim what's yours, claim what's your birthright, and start living by the virtue of it. And that's extensively prevalent in the second week of December itself. So divine masculines furthermore integrating themselves and furthermore integrating their emotional body, and that's happening in the second week of December. So second week of December would be about divine masculine as well as coming up with their emotional side as well. So first week of December would be intimacy issues that would lead to divine masculine and feminine opening up transparently with their emotional side as well. That's so exciting. And divine feminine rising in her true essence. When the divine masculine is showing that love and giving that love, there's nothing that can stop the divine feminine to just rise in her true essence. But it's not about really receiving the love from your divine masculine to do that. You first have to love yourself, and then your divine masculine can give you that love. Even though you guys are conscious beings, there's no cheating through that. So it's time for the divine feminine to really rise and really claim her essence of being and being that motherly, nurturing energy. And that's possible because of all the love the divine feminine is receiving from the masculine at this point of time. So all the integrations are going to be taking place between various personalities, and a lot of clash, a lot of conflicts might be shuffling in. So all the conscious divine feminines out there, non-judgmentally, holding the energy of love for the children to rise would be a great advice that I personally as a light worker would like to share with you at this point of time. So there would be a lot of clash, chaos, confusion, anger, rage. These energies might be prevalently coming up on the surface, but only to get integrated. And everything that is going to come up, egoistic, whatever is going to come up, that's going to come up so that the abundance energy can really rise for you, divine feminines and masculines, and for that energy to rise for you, the energy of focus, the energy of Ra, the energy of oneness, the energy of togetherness, the energy of revolution is also something that is coming in to the energy periphery of the energy field. That's really coming in, and after having to come in, it's really waiting in the energy field, and heightening the momentum of the energy. So this energy is reversed because it's present but not predominant. So it's like at this point present as a catalyst. So catalysis of this energy is going to accentuate the process. And there you go. Accentuate the process of divine masculines integrating their feminine and masculine self and choosing God. Wherever divine masculine is not choosing God and not integrating themselves in their divine feminine essence as well, it's time to really choose God. And having to choose God, it's also going to be leading to fall of the ego, fall of the false selves. So anywhere, any energy which was an artificial energy present in the system, anywhere, any energy that had gotten the power because it had been given the power, everything that is not in absolute perfection of divine order is going to experience a great gulf-like energy integration for the ego to fall off and the truth to rise. And that is something that is predominantly coming up. And with that coming up, the energy of healing, the essence of the healer energy in your divine feminine is also going to rise. The essence of your energy as a healer, the strength and power that you hold as a healer, the magic that you entail within as a healer, the powerful healer that you are, the butterfly that you are, the beautiful divine sacred human that you are, the sacred divine being that you are, you would come to an absolute state of realization of the queen of the nature that you are. And having that realization, there you go, 9th of December, divine feminine, you're completely rising and holding this energy in the heart space. You're just holding that space, that energy for the collective global rising. And after holding that energy, for some divine feminines who still yet to integrate that energy, the new waves who are coming into the energy would be really working through the energy process. And there's a new wave of the second wave of light workers now coming in, and that's happening in the second week of December to 24th of December. So second wave is coming in that period. Again, this is again the first week energy. Wherever I'm again repeatedly telling divine feminine, you're a powerful being, you're amazing, the power has been all along within you. So wherever you're giving your power away to someone else, the entire first week of December would all be about integrating that, and that is coming up again. So wherever you might be thinking divine feminine, oh, I'm not that good enough, oh, that was my divine masculine deserves so much better. Wherever you're feeling that way, you've put your divine masculine higher up on the pedestal. In all those places you really need to walk through, because remember, on a spiritual page, you and your divine masculine are always attuned to one another. So what really brings you two together is your spiritual page. That's where you guys are together and one. And as you integrate this energy, you would realize that your divine masculine loves you and all along was waiting for you and was really waiting for you to realize. And the veil thinning energy is going to be heightened for you and your divine masculine, to see each other in your raw essence. On 9th of December, you either finally see each other in your raw essence, finally standing strong to literally pierce in through each other's eyes and really face each other and pierce through each other's eyes, and the strength of your heart's pure essence, and really reflect that in the essence of your oneness and love each other in the concoction of your oneness for eternity. The rise of the phoenix, the rise of the true essence of God power, the divine intervention completely shuffling in the month of December and having to take over, bringing the collective in complete harmonization. and the truth being revealed of the energy of oneness, of the energy of unity, is something that is prevalent in this month of December for the collective. So again, this card is in reverse, so divine feminines. I repeat again. So wherever you're giving your power away to someone else, or wherever you're wearing a mask because you don't want to be seen, you don't want to be heard. Deep down you want to be heard, you want to be seen within. You're like, am I good enough? Am I good enough? Am I really good enough? So wherever this am I really good enough is there, time to really love yourself and know like, oh my god, I'm really that great. I am really that good enough. And having to have that realization, that belief restructuring in your heart space and removing the mask and finally taking the strength and courage, the divine feminine, you're ready to really take a stand and be you and just be like, here I am, I'm here. So that energy is definitely coming in on 10th. So this is again 4th of December-ish energy. So the first week, guys, I'm saying it's like this is the phase of impregnation, and second week is like the phase where the impregnated energy is nurtured. Third week is, you can say, your anointation for the delivery ceremony, and the final week is the delivery and the new birth and rising. So that's how you can put in the divine feminine ascension transformation energy for the month of December. So that is something is coming in, and you can of course accelerate the journey and have this experience here and now. And that's only by working on your belief system of really attuning to the fact of acknowledging that you're good enough and really nurturing yourself and loving yourself to accept that you're amazing. And that's something that you really need to do. And with that being said, January is going to be the time of rebirth, the new consciousness altogether of being in your childlike self and really rising in your childlike essence, in your rose-touched essence beyond the thorns, and really being connected to all that is, having to attune in your crown chakra and completely opening up to all that is. This is how you but enter and call in the month of January, and there you are standing in life stage in your true essence and purest of pure consciousness. And this is you can say this is a reading that has come up on itself. So this is the energy of 9th of January, when you've completely attuned and activated in your true divine essence, and you're holding this energy, divine feminine, after this activation, and naturally you're in complete harmonious union with your masculine. And that's anyway going to be shuffling in between 6th of January to 10th of January. That has 14 rather. 13th exactly I'm getting. So any fear of death, and wherever you've had like fear of death because of spirituality, spiritual people shouldn't charge, or things like I do not want to sell God, or things like there's not enough for all these kind of fears are going to be really moving away. So 9th of January, you really know that there's abundance for all, there's enough for all, love and light is all that is, everything is falling in place, God really loves me, everything is happening in my favor, it's really time, I'm really good enough, I'm here, I'm ready for being a light bearer, I'm just ready, I'm just so amazing, I'm love, I'm light, I'm truth. So that is an energy I do see January 1st week for divine feminines, and divine masculines also integrating the energy as well. So after having to integrate the energy and releasing any kind of thought process, the divine masculine is blocking himself out of because of self-image issues or any self-worth issues. Oh, I'm not good enough, or not being very confident about the look, not being very confident about the personality. Wherever these energies are there in divine masculine, that is going to be coming up on the surface in the first week of January, And the moment Divine Feminine attunes to hold that energy of I'm good enough, that automatically will be shuffling them together on 11th of January 2020. This energy attunement will lead to the absolute harmonious union between Divine Feminine and Masculine, bringing that oneness of the collective unity back in space. So the entire month of December is going to be about going within and seeking through the energy deep inside. For all those who are going to be running away, by the month of March, April, you will be coming back to really going within and really doing the inner work. So the month of December to January would all be about really diving deep and going within and doing the deep-seated inner work to bring the light out. The light can only be seen when you go really deep. More deeper you go, more you integrate those deep-seated shadows, the depth itself will enlighten the light from within for you, because the light is but stored within. So yeah, the December month is all about standing in your power, and towards the first week of January we are moving towards that energy and not being blindfolded, and but just claiming that you are. And as you just claim that I am, that itself is going to be like, the reason why everything has shuffled for you. The final card we end with is, again, you've given away your power. This card is being reversed, so having to work along with that and knowing that the power, the magic, the superpower, the supernatural magical energy was all along entailed within you. And as within, so without, as above, so below. So as within, so without, that essence of your within internal potential energy is going to reflect itself out, because it is in the essence and glory of its truthfulness and the glory of its magic, because it is the truth. The truth itself is going to push through all the darkness, all the caricatures of pangs, and having to push through them is going to rise beyond and propel forward, and is going to shimmer out and is going to burst out to radiate and reveal but what the truth is. And that being told, all the constraints of fear is going to be released, and having that release, you're going to have a sense of complete expansion to fly higher up and beyond and call in the magical intervention of the divine to but accept that what is within is without. So having to accept what is within is without, and having to integrate that sense of self, you're going to be rising beyond and accepting that and claiming that. And having to claim that, you're going to give yourself a complete sense of justice, and you're going to sense that sense of justice happening in you on 14th of December. So thank you, and love and light to you. Do like, share, subscribe and comment, and don't forget to press the bell icon to never miss an update again. Meanwhile, if you would like to work with me, in the description box below you will be finding all the details. So have a great Christmas ahead and Happy New Year. I definitely see you all with more videos in between, but then Happy New Year. Have a great New Year. Happy 2021. Have a great year ahead, and Merry Christmas. Thank you, and love and light to you all. Namaste.